You found the Beards and Badges podcast, the podcast where coffee is strong, beards are questionable, and training is non-negotiable. If you've ever cleaned your gun at midnight, trained on your day off, or wondered why your gear keeps getting heavier, you're in the right place. No fluff, no safe spaces, just experience, laughs, and lessons learned the hard way. So beard check, make ready, and let's send some freedom seeds.
Hey, you smell nice.
Thanks.
Wow. Well, some people, so there were supposedly some, I never saw any like actual documentation. I've never had that problem with extra length.
I don't have that problem.
No, I've never had that problem either. I've got plenty of real estate in my pants. Hey, this is our time.
Has anybody got a battery?
Hey, welcome back to Beards and Badges.
Hey.
Sup?
Hi there, Paul.
Hi. Hi, Smith. Hi, Aaron.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Dadgummit, that's fantastic.
We've got a bunch of stuff on the table.
Shit out there.
We got a bunch of stuff. As I was sitting here, we were putting it all on. I was like, "This is a lot of money." Sitting here.
We need a bigger table too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
half the
and it's not even all on the table.
No. So what are we going to talk about today?
Gear.
What kind of gear?
All of it.
All the gear.
All the gear.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about, and this is more just kind of some stuff that we have learned throughout our, I guess you could say career, but from shooting things that work, things that don't work, what's needed, what's not needed, because I think a lot of information's put out there. You know, you'll see dudes that they've got their battle belt just crammed full of shit, and it's like, do we actually need all of that gear? Is it practical? So we're just going to go over some
and then
stuff.
all the YouTubers and all the cool guys that got to have all the stuff that
dude, it's
run
cool
at the
as
range.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's super
Yeah.
freaking cool.
Not all of it.
But no, it's, and my thing, like, I see a lot of dudes kitted out, running, you know, their battle belts with their drop legs and everything like that. And while it looks cool, unless you're in a job that is what you wear all the time, the thing I think that we need to consider is what is actually practical for everyday use. And whenever I go train, if all I'm doing is training from a kit perspective, and when I say kit, I'm talking like plate carriers, battle belts that have my med kit, drop leg holsters, all these mag pouches, all this other shit. If that's all I'm training with, but say I work a desk job in the civilian world, that's not where I'm carrying my gun.
Right.
And while it looks cool, is it practical? And we need to train, even on the law enforcement side. And I know we've talked about this before. We train a lot from our duty setups, but we also need to train from a concealment perspective, because when we're not working, we're carrying concealed.
Yeah.
At least we should be.
Should be.
So
Should be.
where do you want to start?
Well, so, I mean, we have a lot of trial and error experiences. So, you know, if someone watches this, maybe we can save them a lot of heartache on some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
full
money.
disclosure, yeah, money too. But full disclosure too is, you know, these are the things that we like. These are the things with our experience and our training, that this is the stuff that we run, all based on trial and error. But it's not for everybody, and there's other stuff out there that I'm sure is great. So like, this isn't the end all be all. There's people are different. So
Yeah. I mean, and I think with a lot of this, like, we run some of the same stuff concealed, but we do it different ways, just because like our body shapes are all different. And so that kind of dictates why we use some things in certain ways, and dictates a lot of it. But
Absolutely.
all right, so starting off, I think most of us on our EDCs are normally carrying a Walther, right? Or I guess you're carrying, how much do you carry that Hellcat?
I carry it quite a bit. I'm wanting to change it out. I love the gun. I love the small profile, but with my hands and everything, I'd like something a little bit bigger. So I'm actually looking at the Canic Meta.
Yep.
Rhyme,
The
right?
Meta
Prime. Yeah.
And then I like the 365. The only thing I don't like about it is the trigger.
Yeah.
But the good thing about the Canix is it's got the same Walther trigger and everything that
Oh, okay.
I'm acclimated to. And I like the way that gun shoots. So I want something a little bit bigger, but primarily I'll carry that Hellcat.
And do you carry it most of the time with the extended mag?
Yes.
Like that?
Yeah. And again, I do that for grip purposes.
But yeah, so now they got with the Springfield Pro, that it's just the full size grip.
Oh, so it's that long, but
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, so that's not the Pro, but they obviously have the mags that make it like the full size grip. And I mean, it's awesome. Yeah.
Just a disclaimer: all of these guns are empty. There are no live rounds in any of these guns. In fact, one of them's a dummy gun up there, that sparkly handled one.
Of course, we do
That's a
have
great
some
training
mags
tool.
that are still loaded. That's
Yeah,
my
but
fault.
yeah.
We won't put them in the gun. How about that?
No,
Yeah.
no. But so one thing I do want to hit on is most people that carry concealed, very few actually carry a spare mag on their person.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people will keep a spare mag in their car, but if I'm not always in my car and not having that spare mag, so I typically will run one extra, and Klinger makes those mag pouches. They're super. The one thing I love about them, and whenever Smith and I were working with them on these, the mag pouches that we've seen in the past, typically they'll have a single retention, a single point of retention. So you get pressure in one area, but not all mags are shaped the same.
Yep.
Some have a kind of a bevel contour to it. So the way that he designed this one, there are 4 points of retention. So all 4 of those screws that way I can get uniform retention all the way around the mag.
Yep.
The other thing that we kind of worked with him on was making sure that the mag is facing the correct way. Mm-hmm. So what he did on the base of this is made it to where when you put the mag in, the bullets are facing the correct way for a faster, more efficient mag change. So that was, and you can also, with that belt clip, you can adjust the angle of it. And I think I've got one set up on my belt somewhere up there. But you can put a tech lock on there, and then like at work, there's a belt loop attachment. So it's pretty versatile, and it's ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, I mean, there's 6-8 different points of contact that you could change all kinds of clips, whatever you want to do. I mean, whatever works best for you.
Yep. And the awesome part about this, one thing that people don't take into consideration whenever it comes to mag pouches is when I go to do a mag change, I need to get as much purchase on that mag as possible. Well, if my mag pouch comes to the top, then all I'm really grabbing is that butt plate and with just my fingertips, and that's not really efficient. So whenever we were working with him, that was one thing that was really important, is to make sure, even with like on that Hellcat, when I put the mags in there, I still get a lot of purchase
on it
whenever I go to do my mag changes, and it helps a lot.
Yeah. Because if you pinch it with your fingers, what happens when you pull it out?
Fling.
Yeah. The thing's just going to flip around or whatever. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
And even if you don't lose it, and we see this all the time. In fact, we were on the range yesterday with some people. Whenever we were working mag changes, they'd come out and they would have the mag, but it would be rotated
the wrong way.
And so now they have to turn it around and do all this other weird crap to get it in. This way I can come in, I can get full purchase on that thing, come up, do an efficient, effective mag change.
Just taking things out of the equation that you don't have to think about, that you can just do quickly. And because I mean, if you just pick up a mag, if you're just out shooting and pick up a mag off a table and shove it in, that's going to be your like baseline of what you're normally going to do. So you really want to get as close as you can to that, but still have control over it. And I mean, this thing is like locked in there. I mean, it's not,
the 4 points, man. The 4 points of retention are awesome on that.
It really helps.
So what I do on this clip, so with that clip, you can run, like I can clip it outside, but I can also reverse
turn it around and run it
into where it's an inside the waist clip. And even with an outside the waist, it's still, there's no printing. It sucks nice and tight up to the body, but is enough to where I can still
get
that thing out. So, but yeah, those are pretty awesome. We really like those.
So he makes them with the belt loops as well, and that really, it really sucks it into your body, and they're awesome. But just personal preference, I just love those clips.
Yeah.
One, because feeding the belt through that, I just don't like it. But in order to take that off, if you're running a gun in a fight, whatever the case may be, the only way that thing's coming off your belt is if you actually
undo it
yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing's solid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I guess with that kind of going to another topic with gear and holsters and everything, the material it's made out of. Mm-hmm. So these are Kydex, right? I assume, or molded of some sort.
The shell is Kydex. The clips, he does two different ones. He does, and I don't know the technical term for this crap.
Yeah, we're not engineers.
No.
Sorry.
It's a powder 3D print.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what the correct terminology for that is, but he does that, and then there's also an injection molded. Mm-hmm. But all the shells are Kydex.
Yeah. But what I was going with it, like the injection molded like this versus having a metal clip, because these things will get bent out of place and then just feel loose over time, versus those things really aren't.
No, so we've tested those to see. So like, for example, on a competition belt, typically those are dang near a half-inch thick. So we've put some of those clips on that thicker belt.
Yeah.
And it'll spread out, but when you take it off, it actually collapses.
Goes right back to
its original form.
Yeah.
So
because that's one thing that I've noticed with some of my holsters that have the metal clips is after wearing them and just bending around and stuff like that, they'll start losing that retention, that tightness to your belt and keeping it sucked in like it should be.
Yeah. And realistically, there's not a boatload of pressure with the clips. I know it is important. I know some manufacturers they do an injection mold it's super flexible. I do want something that's rigid, but again, that clip is really just designed to hold that holster in place whenever I draw my weapon. So it's not like running a duty kit where I have to worry about my weapon retention, somebody grabbing it, and I want to make sure that none of that shit's going to break. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but you do still need a good strong clip. And he designs them. He does a 1.5 and a 1 3/4 inch depth, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for belts.
Yeah.
Which is another thing too. I mean, I never even thought about it when I was buying belts or stuff like that, but it always stinks when you like buy a new belt or something, and then you're like, crap, I didn't buy the same width of one that I had before, and now all my stuff either like has some play in it or whatever, and you're like, dang it, I gotta go switch clips or whatever, just go return and get the other belt. But so what do you carry normally?
Like every day?
Yeah.
As far as gun? Gear?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Gun. So my typical everyday as I run, which I'm all about Walthers now.
Yeah.
I mean, I have several. Love them.
Bragging.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just, you're not.
that's what I'm freaking in love with now. I mean, even if I had like a freaking staccato, I wouldn't carry it every day.
Yeah.
It's cool. But
it'd be cool to have, but yeah.
So my everyday carry, I run the F series. Smaller, more compact, easier for concealment, and it still gets the round count that I want. So
yeah. I do the PDP compact as my everyday carry now.
4-inch barrel?
Yeah, 4-inch. Yeah. Just because I have the pro model, the full 5-inch with the full size handle and everything, and this is just as close as I can get to that, like a range gun or whatever, but that I can carry every day. And I just love it because like then if I'm on the range shooting a full size, everything still translates over and it still feels right.
Well, that's what I love so much about that F series, and I've gotten so used to the Walthers now. So like in competitions, I'll run, I'm going to run my full size now, but before that, the PDP,
the
Pro, yeah. And I love running those guns, but then like when we do a carry match, where it's now from concealment, I run that F-Series, and I found that, man, I can run that thing not as good, but just as good as those guns, and that's why it's another reason why I love carrying that thing every day.
Yeah,
because
you are pretty good with it. Yeah.
So what about on duty? What are y'all normally running on duty?
As far as belts, holsters, guns?
Let's go with gun and holster.
So I run 2 different ones. Let's see, my kit is underneath all this shit.
It's all right.
No, you're good. So for my duty gun, I run the Walther Professional, which is a 4.5-inch barrel, and it comes with a direct mounted aim point acro. It's full size frame, got the beveled mag weld, the dynamic trigger, and for my holster, I run the Omnivore. I really, really like that holster. It's just a basic level 2, push straight down on the button, releases out. It's got good retention. This one's set up for a TLR1. I run a core battle belt, the 1.75, and I don't know about you guys, but and then on mags, so I put an extra Klinger mag whenever I'm like messing around in competitions, because we run our duty kit in competitions. So I slap that on there for just an extra mag pouch. But then I run 2 20-round pistol mags with tech lock attachments on the Klinger mag pouches, and then 1 AR mag pouch, and then I've got my little ear pro click. But this is my basic setup for when I'm running like in uniform full kit, and then the like I said, the core 1.75-inch battle belt. And when I'm on plainclothes assignments, I'll run the same setup, the full size professional, and then I'll run it in an outside the waist configuration with the Klinger outside the waist holster bouts. So the thing I like about this, with most outside the waistband attachments, a lot of dudes are using either a tech lock, or the belt loops are just on the front and back side of the holster. So it allows for a lot of movement. With theirs, the points of attachment are a little further spaced out, and I found it actually conforms to the body a lot better, and it also decreases the amount of movement in that gun whenever I'm running any kind of plainclothes.
And this is actually like the same holster, right?
Exact same.
So you can set it up. You can buy one holster and set it up inside, outside, whatever you want to do. You can make it however you want to do.
So that's a cool thing about them. Every shell that they make is ambidextrous, every single one. And every single one is set up to where if you want to run outside the waist, you can run outside the waist. And you can actually reconfigure it how you want. These are the ways that it comes standard set up. But, if you want to run a tuckable clip, they've got that, and that thing adjusts at 15 degrees. And then you've got your inside the waist, they call it the gear clip, and that one adjusts at 10 degrees. And then you've also got the claw that has stackables to push against your body. So,
and I mean, the retention on these things, it's serious. It's not coming out of there like, no, it's just a dummy gun, but
no, it's still
like it is stuck in there. This thing isn't gonna fall out. You're not gonna have to worry about it with whatever you gotta do if you're running around or whatever. It's not coming out of there.
And if you're playing clothes and you're running, a no retention holster, like you gotta have that. At very minimum, you gotta have that. So it's good stuff.
I learned that from personal experiences. I had a gun fall out of my holster in plain clothes when we were on the range.
That's good.
Remember that?
No.
You don't? Oh, I got shit about that. That was shit. This was 7-8 years ago.
Yeah. I don't remember what I did yesterday, brother.
I didn't have a good quality holster. No, it was a plainclothes. And we were doing, I think it was one we were sprinting from the 50 to the 25 behind barricade engaging. And so I took off running from the 50, and about the 35-yard line, I heard cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like, fuck!
What holster was that? You remember?
I don't remember. I know I never wore it again after that.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That's weird. Didn't give a
That
second
was
chance. All right.
Yeah.
But you run the omnivore and the drop leg configuration?
Yep. But so one thing we love, and Smith's actually the one that got me on the core belts
You're
several
welcome.
years ago.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you.
too.
Seriously. These things, so one huge thing is how rigid, and even on their EDCs, like that belt right behind you.
This one?
Oh yeah, you got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how rigid these things are is extremely important. But the other thing we love about them is their buckling system. So I can buy one belt and it's going to if I gain weight, if I lose weight, no big deal. It's just that freaking ratcheting that allows me to adjust it at, I think it's, 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch increments.
I'm not sure.
I think it's 8. It's not much,
No,
yeah.
it's not much at all.
Yeah.
So it's not something where I've got to go an inch to find that other.
Yes, the next little hole, yeah.
Or make my hole.
But even we get fatter, we get skinnier, whatever. But depends on what you're carrying too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you carry a smaller gun, you carry a bigger gun. There's going to be a different on the belt size.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And I like it
You
because,
can
like,
easily done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like it too because, like, when I sit down at like my desk or something, I'll just loosen it a little bit up and make it so much more comfortable. And then when I stand back up, zip it back in. You don't have to worry about undoing it because I mean sometimes, like, depending on where you're carrying it, like having to deal with your extra like length in there, if it's going under that holster and you've got to adjust it or whatever, it's a super pain to have to do.
I've never had that problem with extra length. Well, on that belt I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like on my that canvas EDC belt, I intentionally, so you cut these to your length, and I think they recommend that you have like a 4 or 6 inch overlay.
Yeah.
And I'd even like increase that because you can always cut more, but
Yeah.
you can't
No,
Yeah.
put
Can't
it
go
all
back.
together. If you cut it too short, you just spend a lot.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, but you
So-
spent money and it's gone now.
shit.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like on my
Find a smaller friend and sell it to them.
Yeah.
my work, I've got one of their leather. That one is I'm only going to carry outside the waistband. So I've got that one set up where the tail it stops at a normal length. But on that one, I've got it set up where if I want to run outside the waist, cool, just sense it down a little further. But then whenever I'm running an inside the waist, I've got
Loosen
plenty
up,
of
yeah.
room so I can run different configurations on it.
Yeah. They're sweet. I mean,
And they last.
and just that
tough.
because they hold, like, they are so rigid.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they'll just hold their shape all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I found that's like a pain sometimes is when I'm like going somewhere and I'm not, like, if I'm traveling and you're like, oh, I gotta take a belt. You can't just roll it up like a normal belt. Like, you gotta kind of get funky with it.
Yeah.
But it's excellent. I usually like just kind of clip it on like a backpack. And it's just swinging
I just wrap it around my bag and
It's-
carry it.
it's-
Yeah. That's
yeah.
good.
Use it as a handle.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, like the one I'm wearing right now, I'm not going to say I wear it every day, but this is my go-to.
Yeah.
I've had it for
Years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And it's still got its form. I mean, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I've had
no
mine
issue
for
with it.
over a year or about a year now. And I mean, it's
Oh,
the only
it'll
one that I
last forever.
use. Like,
Yeah. I can't remember. I think I got that one close to 2 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that.
Still looks brand new.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the other thing on their battle belts. So on their inner belt, one thing. So back in the day, our duty belts were 2.5 inches wide, and your inner belt was it was solid. So you had to get your outer belt set up to your waist size, and then you'd have to make sure that your inner belt was cinched to the point where you can go ahead and latch that in. Well, if you didn't have it set up right, your inner belt, because it's thick Velcro, it would get all bunched up. And
Yeah.
then you'd see
Digs
those
into
dudes
you.
with the inner belt hanging out behind.
Yeah.
So one cool thing that Core did is they put this little fabric to where you've got room to collapse and expand, and that is super freaking handy.
Yeah.
And going back to the width, so running a 2.5 inch belt especially that thick leather, or even the nylon gear. It's not very comfortable. Hey, this is our time.
I'm listening.
This is where
This
He's doing
it's
something
like, it's
important.
like talking to one of my kids. I'm listening. No, I'm just shitting. So we've actually found that the thinner belt puts less stress on your waistline.
Yeah.
And some of the dudes were kind of against it, I think, because it was just traditional.
Sure.
But now, like at my agency, this is the duty belt that we run, and it's more lightweight, and they're actually like, holy shit, this is nice, because whenever I'm sitting down, I don't have all that
big
extra
thing digging
lid.
into you. Yeah.
So it's pretty sweet, which Core does make the standard 2.5 inch
Sure.
with duty belt, but we really like those battle belts.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's just more like what you're gonna wear on a normal day, not necessarily, having like just that feeling of the thick one is rough.
You remember back in the pirate days when they would?
I wasn't there.
You weren't? Well, there's still pirates today. I don't think
Yeah.
they wear the same belts, but
It'd be cool if they did.
like in the movies,
I don't think they're wearing the same
belt-
ones.
The belt was like that wide.
Yeah. The big ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big leather.
We should bring that back.
Well, that's like when I first started, like on the team, like that was I think like the first belt I ran. I don't remember what exactly like the brand or stuff it was, but it was a thicker belt, and then like they even had like the padded system in the back that like like the idea was like more support and it's like
There's no
looking
support
back
in
now,
that.
like you sit down, you move, that thing's just riding.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think we had an inner belt for that
didn't.
one. So of course we had the thigh rig and that was cool.
that was
man.
down around the knee.
Yeah, super low.
Fumbling around every time you move. Yeah.
I quit running a thigh rig for a long time because
It took a while for me to find out the perfect spot.
Yeah.
And I found it. So
and it's not as low as you think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
you don't want it on your hip as far as a draw because you are having to come up, but you don't want to run it so low. Or like on a thigh rig, you can rest your arms in for a draw. It's just right there, but like, all right, try moving with it.
Yeah.
That thing's going to be not in the same place.
Getting in and out of a car
Oh my
with
God.
it and all kinds of stuff.
it
So
constantly
literally
adjusts.
like on the hip, but just drop it
Yeah.
ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And it's,
yeah,
yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Smith, what about you? What do you have on your kind of rig that you run?
let me move my stuff.
Get
Get that shit out of here.
So you'll see it's the same belt, different color. You got the black camo.
I got the black
That's
one.
fancy you. All right, so Safariland holster. So I actually want to
you
get.
smell nice.
Hey,
Thanks.
I'm talking.
Wow, I'm sorry. He just sat down and I got a waft, and it was like,
Just wearing deodorant.
was that all it was?
Yeah.
Really? What body wash do you use?
It's just Old Spice, I guess.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That was.
No, it's
I
fine.
was like,
Yeah, you can
wow,
put your deodorant in your AR pouch.
That's not a bad idea.
That way you always have it.
That's not a bad
Since you didn't the other day.
First thing I did when I got home, put
some on.
Yeah, I was getting chafed and
Yeah.
shit. I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So I want to try one of those thumb mods. Have you seen those? Okay, so it's just I don't know, it's like a fatter little
Tip.
It's tip for faster.
A fat
I don't
tip.
know, but I've trained with this so much, it's fine. As far as my belt, so my mags that I carry, I think those are G codes. I found them on there forever. The reason I like those is because there is ever so slightly movement to them. One, they fit in real good, and I don't have to worry about them falling out or anything. But there is some slight movement to them, not enough to where they're always going to be in the same place when I grab them. But like I put on like my carrier, and I'm a smaller guy, so they're touching, and like they're gonna move. Whereas if they were like those, if it was just dead set in one place, I'm gonna get hung up quite a bit. So they move enough to kind of give me the room to play, but not enough to where it's gonna be out of place when I grab it. So really like those. I keep a tourniquet on my holster. I like that placement. I can get to it from both hands. So I think we'll go over med stuff later. So I don't want to dive into it. But I like keeping one there. And then, a little dump pouch. for snacks and, whatever.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah.
What's this little guy?
That little guy, I mean, that's AR mag.
Why is it so small?
Okay, so I've downgraded a lot, all right? And I'm actually to the point where on my belt, I want to keep that there for running an AR like mag when I need it. But like in operations now, I'm just keeping the one on my vest and I'm taking that off.
Yeah.
I'm
So you're not carrying that at all in ops? But
because, and this is for me, everyone's different, but I'm a smaller dude, like I said, and my vest will catch this a lot.
okay, I was going to ask if you were running a 20 to avoid.
Yeah,
the
that
vest,
was the point.
But
even
you're
the 20, it's still catching all
Really?
the time. Yeah. So,
I like that base plate on it, though.
yeah.
Cool.
Little Ranger plate. I think it's a Magpul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it help you pull it?
Okay, so
use it.
like put it back in. See how freaking, how much purchase do you have to grab on that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that's the only benefit to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I want it there. So like for training, and this is, in my opinion, a faster reload. But I've downgraded just because like I want to be able to move.
Yeah.
So
Movement's important.
movement's important, and
And then what's your expensive piece of equipment on there?
Oh yeah. This is high tech stuff. What's this stuff called? Paracord. So I got one tied here. I got one tied in between these two, and what that is for my gas mask. So I keep my gas mask in a little Velcro bag, but I keep carabiners on there. And when I need it, I just clip them on. And when I don't need it, I take it off. And too, like if you're trying to get skinny somewhere and you do got it on, you can unclip the front end and it makes it a
right
skinnier
off the mouth.
profile. So very simple ingenuity, but it works.
And
Yeah.
you even singed.
Oh yeah,
the
I burn the
ends
shit
to
out.
keep
Yeah,
it
I
from
don't want to
getting
fall
frayed.
off. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a good idea, bro.
I
Because
can't say
that
it
was
mine.
that was one thing that was always a pain in the ass. Because
Well, when I first started, they'd carry them on their vest, like on the back.
yeah, that's dumb as
Why
shit.
yeah.
try getting to that? I mean,
Yeah.
you can, but man, it's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to put your gas mask on, like
You need it now.
either it was implemented and you forgot to put it on, or it's about to be and you need it like right now. So yeah, no, I love running it there.
That's a
Then you
really
wait.
good idea, dude.
But something so simple that makes such a big difference.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm
And
sure
like-
somebody sells something that like for
Probably.
$50 that you can
Yep.
throw on there, but for 10 cents you can have something that works just as well.
Yep.
This is one of the good
And
things
it's way more
about
low profile.
running it in real life.
Yeah.
And figuring out what works,
works, what
because
doesn't.
for the most part, everything is set up very similar between our belts, but there's just little nuances that work for him that wouldn't necessarily work for me. This is a badass idea though, because
I
mine
can't say that was
always,
my idea, but it was me and a buddy that
Came up with it?
Came up with that. Yeah.
because I always had to. Mine had that Velcro, kind of like the attachment for that platform.
Like another.
And you'd have to freaking
Yeah.
feed it up and then put it,
Yep.
and it was always a pain in the ass.
It takes 2 seconds to clip it on. 2
Yeah.
seconds to clip it off.
That's a great idea. And that, seriously, I mean, because whenever we get new kit and we go to set it up, it may take a week from going home, putting it on, getting in weird positions. Okay, this isn't working here. This isn't working here. Because, for our applications, we have to be maneuverable. Our bodies, we have to be able to manipulate around obstacles and things like that. We need to decrease as much sound, so as much sound reduction as we can. And it takes a little bit to work all the kinks out.
yeah.
And even going to the range and doing live fire drills. Once you get all your kit set up and you're like, yeah, this is going to work great.
Oh,
Then
shit,
you go to the
man.
range and you're like,
Yeah.
damn it.
Well, okay, so I've found a lot of times too is like I'll change something up or get a new piece of equipment and I think this is going to be great, and then I'll even train with it and I'm like, yeah, this is working good. And you get on a real operation, and you're like, "Fuck this!
This isn't working
in the way. I don't fucking like." I mean, so like, yeah, like,
Can we start over?
I have found a lot where like, because I'm big, like, if you're gonna have a new piece of equipment or whatever, you gotta train with it before you put it in the field.
Yeah.
And even doing that, and I've found live operations where like, okay, nope, this isn't
working.
This is not gonna. This is not for me. So.
And I think it's like that for everything. I mean, I'm the same way when I'm just, concealed carrying. Like, I'll, even if I get a new holster, I'll stick to what I was using until I feel real comfortable with the new one. Like just, and still like placement and stuff. Like it changes all the time, little bits at a time.
Yeah. And shoot, I mean, even as time progresses, use it, what may work for you for several years, something may change in your life, and it's like, okay, well, I need to adapt to whatever change this is.
Oh, as great as I think this setup is, and this core belt and all this stuff is now, 5 years from now, I might be on something else. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever.
You may figure out that you're actually left-handed.
Maybe.
And you're like, holy shit, this whole time.
Who knew?
I should have known.
Gosh, if you shoot like you do and you're actually left-handed, I'm going to be so pissed.
You know what I'd do then? I would definitely carry two.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then turn your mags upside down to where you can just come in, pop them in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Tomb Raider style.
Yeah.
Love it.
That is one thing I wish, a dump pouch.
Man, they're handy.
They are.
And I love the ones that you can fold up to where they're not in the way, because like on an operation, I'm not going to, like for training, dumping mags, putting whatever in that pouch that you're having to carry. It's all, and it's easy to take off. Like, so if I know if I'm going to be in a car on an operation or whatever, I'll take this thing off because I don't want that digging into my back.
Yeah.
It's super simple. So.
Cool. Anything else on duty shit?
No, the only thing I'm kind of tinkering with right now is my handcuffs.
Yeah.
I got them on my vest.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want them on my belt, but
I hate them.
I want to lighten my vest up. So
I hate them at the back.
I do too. Yeah.
Pain in the butt.
But I don't.
I just don't. I've never understood that.
You don't carry handcuffs?
I don't carry handcuffs. Weird. I know. Crazy.
Never mind. I'm not.
No.
No. But it's, to me, it's the same idea as like carrying in the small of your back. Mm-hmm. I've never understood where it's like, if you're dealing with somebody and you got to get to your cuffs, and then you're putting your arm behind your back to get them, like you're kind of taking yourself out of the situation, like, because that's so easy to pin your shoulder back or pin your arm back. Well, now you can't get back into it or anything.
Yeah. I used to, when I worked patrol primarily, I would do 2 sets of cuffs, and one would be right behind my mag pouch, one would be right behind my gun, and then I had my primary set was in front, just off my buckle.
You had three.
You
had 3 sets of handcuffs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
How many times did you need all 3?
Several.
Really?
Yeah. But exactly what you were saying, and when I was a rookie, of course we had the old leather snap down, and you'd have to pop that thing out and all this other shit. And there were several times where I would be going to arrest somebody, and I'd be hands-on, reaching back here, and then we'd start fighting, and now I've got to come up and reestablish. And what I found was, by having that handcuff in front, I could establish and get my handcuffs on them quicker. And if I needed to get away from the handcuffs, my hand's already right here.
Yeah.
But now that I don't primarily work patrol, typically I just tell the rookies, make sure you guys have handcuffs.
For you.
So for the dudes that are on patrol, though, always have at least 2 sets.
Yeah.
Because, so I was,
So you carry 2 on your vest.
They can nowadays. Like, so when I was working patrol, like first started, we didn't have the outer carrier.
Oh, okay.
Everything was on the belt. And it got to the point, so, I started out because this is what I knew, carried them on the back, hated that. I moved one up front because that was my go-to. And then like Paul said, I moved my other one basically all the way up to my gun. Didn't get in the way, but it's not on my back, and it's still easy access. One day, I was really debating. I was like, I'm gonna take one set of handcuffs off. I'm just gonna carry one. I have like 10 in my car. I'm just gonna carry one. And again, like, don't just do something. Like, I put so much thought into this, and I was almost to the point I was like, we'll just try it. Well, literally the night before I tried it, I was arresting a dude, hands on, handcuffs come out, he starts to run, those handcuffs go flying, we go to the ground. I had the second set. I was like, okay, well, keep
those are staying.
Those are staying. I mean,
Yeah,
it was like divine intervention. God was like, idiot, no.
I'll show you real quick why you need that second set.
It was the night before I was like, we're gonna try it. It was pretty cool.
I know we talked about them before, but do you, like, on your carry or anything, you, like, keep a set of zip cuffs, like, shoved up anywhere, or just
I got two brand new,
a random spare somewhere hidden on you?
When I first started, I was given a set, and it sat on my kit so long where, because, I'd go to handcuffs, and that was always just kind of like a backup. Well, it sat on my kit so long that it became weak. Pulled it out one day, and it freaking snapped. And I was like, okay, we'll take care of that. I got two brand new ones that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet.
I quit carrying them. I mean, we just didn't use them enough to make it practical. And, yeah, it didn't take up a lot of space, and it didn't add a lot of weight.
Yeah, they're super light, easy to shove in the molly. But
and that was one thing that we didn't think about back in the day was weight. Like the first tack vests that I wore, 20-some years ago, and we wore them for years. These things, the vests themselves weighed like 60 pounds. And then you throw on all your extra kit, and back then it was like, oh, I need like 10 mags for my rifle.
Yeah.
For my rifle. And I probably need a couple extra pistol mags.
You're in a war zone.
Yeah. And, you got all this fucking shit. And, sometimes, like, if it was a barricade, shit, there were times where negotiations were going on for 6, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah.
And we had the old Kevlar, whole heavy duty freaking
headgear and everything.
Yeah. And it was, time has definitely progressed to the point where, we didn't think about the physical fatigue as much back then. It was more like, hey, just be a man and deal with it. But by the time, what we were finding was by the time it got to the point where we were making entry, then we were so worn out just from standing there, and being on gun and everything like that, and just the added mental stress. Yeah. And then we go into the house, and it's like, no wonder we look like shit.
Yeah.
But even when it was a fresh op and we were doing just a hard and fast search warrant, breaching that door, the best way I can describe would be the Juggernaut character.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because you got these big, bulky freaking shoulder pads and all this other shit, and you're just like Marshmallow Man moving through the freaking house. But
versus somebody that's wearing gym shorts and a t-shirt and is taking off.
Yeah,
I started out with shoulder pads. Then when we went to SWAT school, no one else had them. So me and the guys that I was there with were like, fuck this.
We didn't want to look like idiots.
But I think that goes with like anything that you're carrying. Like, you're always like, oh, that's some really cool shit. Like, I'm going to carry that, or I'm going to buy that. And then you end up with a bunch of gear that really, like, it's cool and it has its purpose, but it's like, man, if you're not able to carry it every day, like, because even for me, it's like, well, I'd love to have a flashlight on me, like just a handheld flashlight on me, and my pocket knife, and then I got my wallet and my keys and my phone and a spare mag, and you just start adding the list, and then you're like, well, I got 10 pounds of crap in my pockets that is just getting weighed down. Like, okay, something's got to change here. Like,
isn't there a movie, Something's Got to Give? There's a movie.
Never seen it.
Oh, you haven't? You don't watch rom-coms? Do you know what a rom-com is?
I know what a rom-com is.
What's a rom-com?
Romantic comedy.
Okay, you know what a rom-com is. I think there's a movie called that, Something's Got to Give, I think.
Maybe.
I don't think I've seen that one. Who stars in it?
I don't know. It just sounds familiar.
I don't think it's a movie.
It's probably one of those.
Jamie, you looked that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've definitely found that less is better.
It really is.
In our world.
It is. Cool.
And I've had that discussion with downgrading mags with some of the guys on the team that were ex-military, and they're like, "Man, it's engraved in me. I have to have 3 mags." And it's like, well, that's cool, but like my thinking is like, crap. If I'm there with my team, and I go through 60 rounds of rifle and all of my pistol mags, like, holy crap.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it's popped off.
Yeah, you got to think of the mission set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it just. And from a team aspect, if I've got 10 dudes that are going into the same structure, and each of us have 60 rounds, that's 600 rounds that we can be deployed just from our primary.
Yeah.
So.
And why would the main reason I carry a spare mag for my rifle is because I don't think I'm ever going to go through 30 rounds. But it's like, all right, if I have a malfunction, I need it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But. And I would say for the law enforcement dudes, when it comes to their kit, I know a lot of agencies just issue and mandate, hey, this is what you're going to wear. But I would also encourage people to explore different things. And, because if you wear this duty kit for, even 5-10 years, and you don't think about it whenever you first get in. Like whenever I first got in, I was 21 years old, didn't give a shit. And as time progresses, it's like, man, it would have been nice to not have, but explore, check it out. And but like Smith said, if you're going to try some new stuff, train with it and do realistic training with it and see what makes noise, what shifts, what's in the way, what's cumbersome, and work on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So going back to like our concealed carries and stuff that we do everyday carry with. We're all running appendix, right? We're all running the appendix position.
Oh yeah,
roughly
for concealment off duty.
Yeah,
I run appendix.
Run
appendix.
Yeah. I did for a long time, and then just my body shape and gained too much weight, and moved it back to the 4. And I never liked it, and so I ended up just not carrying as much. Mm-hmm. But luckily, lately, I've gotten back and running appendix again.
And I will say this: you're looking great.
Appreciate it, man.
Losing weight, looking great.
Trying. We're going for it.
Great.
We're going for it. But yeah, it makes a huge difference. I mean, being able to carry, because I like, one of the other things I run a lot is a tier 1 concealed holster that's got the full sidecar in it. So it's got the spare mag and everything. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of real estate in your pants. Yeah. Like, I mean, it takes a lot of space up.
I don't have that problem.
No, never had that problem either. I've got plenty of real estate in my pants.
Well,
but so and there are several different platforms that it's like this thing is this freaking wide.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we really like about the minimalistic on those mag pouches is I can stage it appendix carry.
Yeah.
Or I can stage it off to the side a little bit, but it's taking up that much
just
space.
A little bit. Yeah.
And it's separate from my gun, but I can still have them close together, but I don't have to have this. Like I saw an advertisement for this one, I shit you not, it was that freaking wide and that thick, and it was in an appendix type deal, and I was like, holy shit,
that's so much.
Brick.
Yeah. Well, even like those the belly bands or whatever that they make, they make some that are like they're trying to sell it to be like super tactical and stuff. And so the whole thing is this thick pad, and they're like, there's pouches all over. You can put your phone, you can put your 2 mags, you can put this. I'm like, man, it sounds great, but do you really think about how much weight you're putting on? And then, like, that's got to go somewhere. So then it's either like, and they were saying to run them like at your belt line. And so it's like, why not just put it on your belt? Like, why not just buy a better belt and put it on the belt? Like, it just didn't make sense to me.
So correct me if I'm wrong. The bungee or the belly band, those are set up with a Velcro overlay, right?
Yeah.
But they're elasticy.
Some of them are.
So
it's going to lose
kind of shift and stuff.
Yeah. And most of them, the one that I saw, like, it had a space for your gun, but it was like it was a neoprene slot to put your gun in, and I was like,
for waterproofness.
No, just to hold it like the Uncle Mike's or whatever, essentially, with a snap on the top of it.
Oh,
and I was like, yeah, but and then one of them showed that you could put your holster in there, and I was like, okay, so you just put this belly band on. Now you're gonna put your holster in there and clip it to that, versus just putting it on a belt.
How do you
in the same
access
spot.
this?
It literally runs like supposed to look like you would just put it on your belt and like carry it, right? But it's not. You can shift it up. Or I don't know. It's weird.
How do you hide it?
That's what I'm saying.
Wintertime. Big coats.
Yeah, big coats, big jackets.
Well, I mean, take somebody your size take me for example. You know, I've got some rotundness. If I were to put a belly band, it's gonna push out. I mean, quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
I think.
But they were saying
Why?
too to run it
Because-
super low, so that
low.
you run it like under, like around your belt area, which almost makes it even worse. Because then if you are wearing a belt, you're gonna have another like 4 inches.
The belt
Of,
on
Yeah.
the belt. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting.
It might work
Crazy
great
stuff.
for some people.
Yeah, some
Sounds
people may love it,
very
whatever.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
So.
I'm worried about the access
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the profile.
yeah,
I mean, that seems like that would print
like crazy.
Quite a
lot.
bit.
Yeah,
But in the advertisement, did it show any printing?
no, of course not.
I wonder if they had like foam attachments to push the shirt out a
Yeah.
little bit more to where it's just flat.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So what else on concealed carry stuff? Everyday carry.
So on the outside of the waist, you said that you at one point, and because back in the day before appendix carry
Yeah.
became a thing, that's how all of us carried was either. So if I'm a right-handed shooter, I would carry at the 3 o'clock position, so over my right hip, left-handed 9 o'clock, whatever. With that, and I know a lot of people, it's very, very comfortable for them to carry. The biggest thing on that is training to access
Yeah.
that gun from concealment. And there's definitely, like, I used to carry a full-size 1911 in outside the waist, and it concealed just fine. But I had to find where it would like follow the natural contour of my body
Yeah.
to keep it from printing. But the biggest thing on that is making sure, because it is kind of an awkward going across the body,
Yeah.
clearing, and then getting your holster out, and then just training with that. But there's nothing wrong with doing
Yeah.
it. A lot of people like that, and there's a safety aspect that's kind of taken into account with that. A lot of people are a little concerned with the appendix carry just because of the orientation of the muzzle
Yeah.
and where it's pointed.
Don't carry sig.
And there's,
Three.
well, you told us a story about somebody that you knew.
Oh yeah, when I
That,
worked at the gun shop, there was a guy that had come in and bought his first pistol and decided I'm gonna get that Uncle Mike's $11 holster to go with it, and
And I don't want kids.
decided to take it home and make sure he didn't have any kids anymore and
Shot his junk.
shot his junk off. Yeah,
Cool, man.
yeah.
So that, and
So, yeah.
I mean, that's a bad day for sure for him.
Yeah.
But a
When
lot
we
of
talk
that.
about trial and error, I don't ever want that kind of
No.
trial and error.
Yeah.
No. That's
No.
where that
we
making
can
sure
avoid
that finger is
Yeah.
well.
Well, and when
outside
you're
the trigger
just
guard.
starting, don't load the thing.
Yeah, dry fire practice is important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Get used to. I mean,
Yeah.
But then also, that's not the application for that holster at all.
The
Like-
Uncle Mike's?
Yeah.
Was it one of those little soft?
Oh yeah, just
Foam-
little
yeah.
foam things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe he didn't have the snap on.
it's possible. That is very possible.
I think the other thing that we all run is red dots.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wait, isn't yours green?
mine's green.
Why
Mine's
is
a green
yours
dot.
green?
Because I'm colorblind. Yeah.
So you can see the green.
The green works better. Well, it's mainly up against other things. So like I can see red dots, and I have a couple of the red dots, but I found the green just pops a little bit better when I'm shooting, and so. Which at first I was concerned because green's one of the colors that really gives me a lot of trouble. That like against grass or trees, it wouldn't be. But I mean, I've
Not having any trouble
looked
with
and
it.
hadn't had any trouble with it. So
Good deal.
And I catch it faster than with some of the red ones, for whatever reason.
You know the pros and cons between the red and the green? Nothing.
Yeah,
It's just personal
It's
preference.
a personal preference. Yeah,
There is no.
There
You
for a
gotta
while-
get red. You gotta get green.
Some people
This
were
one's
saying
better.
that-
This one's better. This is not.
That,
I want a blue.
well, some people. So there were supposedly some. I never saw any like actual documentation, but of course this was just word of mouth. But supposedly, your eye catches green either faster or better than red, something like that.
Well, maybe.
But I never
could
saw
see
any
it.
documentation on that.
Yeah. It probably just depends because everyone's eyes are different. I mean,
Maybe somebody was just like, hey, I really like green. Let's push it out and tell people it's
they
better.
probably were just trying to pick the brightest color they could, and that was one that
You think blue would
I want a
be
blue
good?
dot.
Like, like
I
royal
can
blue?
do a blue.
Like
What about purple?
navy blue?
I definitely
or
can do purple.
sea blue?
I like purple.
Polar ice blue?
Polar ice blue.
But also, I have noticed too, it makes a difference. Like
What about a
what
black
sunglasses,
Okay.
I mean, a black dot. Why not?
like what sunglasses you wear, what glasses you wear when you shoot makes a difference too.
Yeah.
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 Because I have noticed before with like my red dot, depending on like the tint of the glasses.
Are you wearing polarized?
Yeah,
What brand are you wearing?
different ones, cheaper ones.
Oh, well, that's your problem.
Yeah, I have expensive glasses.
You don't have to get expensive. What was your definition of expensive?
Over $50
Oh
for
my
a pair of sunglasses. Yeah,
It's expensive.
That is not.
Oh
for a
my
pair of
God.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
I'd say it's expensive.
Okay, you're way more careful with them than I am.
Well, yeah, I take care of my shit.
See, that's why I buy cheap sunglasses.
So I think that if you spend the money on a good pair of sunglasses, you will actually be more prone to take care of them. Because
I'm
you're
sure.
like,
Yeah.
this is an investment. Like
Yeah.
I've got a pair of Costa King Tides. And those are expensive. They're
Yeah.
like $350. They're great freaking glasses, and I love shooting with them. And then we got some Smiths.
Smith, not me.
Not you?
He didn't.
You didn't make
I
them?
didn't make them.
So I think Smith, they also make really good fly fishing or
Oh,
fishing sunglasses. So we got their polarized version, and then you just got a new pair of
I
Smiths. didn't you?
did. So I got just the clear version, just for regular eye protection, nighttime stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That is one.
Because, and I was very against iPro for
Really?
years. I
used to gripe at him all
like,
the time.
yeah.
Fuck
running
off.
on the team operations. I get it, protect your eyes, but like,
Yeah.
You still
I
wouldn't
want to
wear
be
it?
able to see. And like
Yeah.
the shit they gave us, it was like it'd fog up like
Yeah.
crazy, and it's like I fucking hate these.
What
Yeah.
were those? Those were Bole or something?
I don't even know.
Is that even how you pronounce it?
They
B-O-L-L-E?
broke.
Yeah,
So
they were not good.
yeah, but now I've gotten back on the train of I keep eye protection, but
So you
I'm a
keep
better-
like when you're
better
going out
player.
and stuff, you throw them on, and like when you're on a mission or anything, you throw them on.
Like on an operation,
Yeah.
I will nowadays. I will,
Good.
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That was something I didn't.
And I think this is from operational experience. So the importance of the protection is so operation one day wasn't really a SWAT hit, but it was a bunch of dudes from the SWAT team hitting a house. Came to I think it was like one of the last rooms, and it had a curtain rod across the door with the curtain hanging down, so you couldn't see into the room. Well, I'm number one. My number two comes up and he rips it down. That curtain rod goes wham. Of course, in the moment, it didn't faze me. I was like, ow! And we handled business, but afterward, I think I had a cut and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I was like, well, I should wear my helmet. But then I thought, I was like, what if that would have freaking taken out an eye? Like, I'm out of the fight at that point. So,
Yeah.
And then,
I thought about this the other day with one of your other stories, but I was like, y'all aren't hitting the cleanest houses normally.
no, not really.
And that,
They're pretty
like,
dirty, not particularly.
man, I mean, so y'all do like, you try and wear gloves knowing that you're going in, and like, I mean,
Try to.
take the
try
few
to,
seconds,
yeah.
throw those on,
Yeah.
glasses and everything.
Yeah, which most of the time, whenever we get operational, I mean, we're getting everything kitted up.
Yeah.
And that is gloves and the iPro. I learned a long time ago on an operation, moving up to a house, and we had to approach through a wood line, and doing that at this was a nighttime no knock, and so we're being super quiet, and we didn't have nods back then either, and a twig found my eye.
Oh,
And that hurt.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Can
oh.
imagine.
So I went through several pairs because they all say, fog proof and all this other shit.
yeah.
They're
So I bought this pair. I won't say the brand, but they had these foam things that were supposed to vent and all this other shit. And I was like, hell yeah. And they were expensive to me. I think they were $100 and some bucks or something like that. Very first, just training. Put them on, within 5 minutes, I couldn't see shit. Dadgummit. But so yeah, there's definitely some out there that are better.
Yeah.
And when it comes to protecting your eyes,
get some.
Yeah.
Something good.
Yeah.
It's
Get quality eye protection.
Talking about dirty houses, how many times you got done like hitting a house operation? How many times you got home and you stripped naked in the garage?
A lot. I've thrown
I would
clothes
every
shit
single
away.
time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There's some where it's like, okay, nope, this stuff is going straight into the trash.
Yeah.
It's
You start
nasty.
seeing freaking bed bugs.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was just on top of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were
And they're
rolling around on
everywhere.
that shit.
We went to a like a men's retreat one time with the church, and we like middle of the night, 2-3 in the morning, all of a sudden all the lights are on. This dude's just losing his mind. And we're like, what the heck is going on? And he's like, there's bed bugs all over me.
Oh,
and we're all like, crap.
Bail out.
And so literally we go to leave, and one of my friends had ridden with me, and I was like, hey dude, I just hope you know we're stripping before we get in my truck. I was like, everything goes in the bed, not a single thing goes in the cab of my truck at all.
Yep.
Like, and we rode home in our boxers like, sorry dude, this is what we're doing.
So this is
You got to be safe when it comes
This
to
is a
bed bugs.
rabbit hole, but this is funny. So, like, yeah, I mean, we've been in a lot of those houses, and you see the walls start moving, and you're like, oh my God. Funniest one, I think, I was with you. It was a sex offender compliance check. We were in this dude's house. You're talking to him in the kitchen, and I'm just there with you. You're talking to him in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden, a fucking rat runs by. Me and him were like, what the fuck? And this guy just carries on his conversation. I know we know he saw it.
Yeah.
And like, that's a normal thing. And I was like, geez, man. That was wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cockroaches. A lot of cockroaches.
Oh man.
A lot of I was I was training this dude, and we were at the point in the FTO where he was supposed to be taking primary, and I was just there to make sure, he didn't say or do anything stupid, and everything was it was a disturbance. Everything was under control, and the mom was in the kitchen cooking, dad was sitting at the table, and then daughter and daughter's boyfriend were sitting on the couch, and they had a little baby. This thing was fresh. It was probably a week or two old. And he's talking to him, and I'm kind of listening. I'm just kind of, where you just kind of get zoned out, but you're still, there. And I'm just zoned out, and the walls started moving. I was like, okay, I need to focus. And I focused, and I was like, oh shit, the walls are moving. They were
still moving.
And I started looking. There were cockroaches.
Gosh.
I mean, literally, the mom was cooking on the stove, actively cooking. Cockroaches running across the stove top and shit. And I'm just like, holy shit.
Oh.
This is bad.
So when it comes to equipment, keep a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I meant more than that.
I used to keep Lysol where I could spray the bottom of my boots whenever I got back in my unit or something like that. But yeah, there's been some bad ones.
Man.
Bad ones. Body fluids.
Oh, I can't imagine that.
The smell is, I mean, you get used to it, but
some of it you can't.
I'll tell you one smell. Cats.
Yes.
Very sensitive because
Yes.
most houses that we go into, they're not clean, and they have some typically, and I don't know what it is, but there's fucking cat piss everywhere, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Dog feces.
yeah, dog poo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to gear.
Back to gear. On that note. So what else do I bring? That's cool stuff to mention.
Want to talk about med stuff?
Cool gear to have.
Yeah, because there can be some med stuff with range, and then some other stuff.
Well, I think, absolutely.
Yeah, with training.
Even
and just every day.
even everyday carry. So I'll be the first to say, do I always have a tourniquet on me? No, but I strongly recommend everyday carry. Throw it in your pocket. Something.
Yeah.
But like I'm fortunate too.
Like the full cat, or like even the little rubber.
So I've only and I'm no.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, you done? I'm no expert as far as like the different types of tourniquets, but the cats is like what I'm most familiar with, and they're good. So that's really all I run. But especially like range days, if you're going out training, have some sort of a med kit. and have a plan, and then also know how to use all the stuff in your med kit.
Yeah.
Easiest thing as far as everybody, even without a whole lot of training diving into the medical side, but tourniquets are huge. But if you want to go further, like my med kits, I got tourniquets, chest seal, gauze for wound packing. And then as far as like the advanced stuff, even like on our IFACs, like the the compression needles.
Yeah, the decompression needle.
I keep it on my stuff just in case if someone needs to use it on me one day, but I'm never gonna trust myself to stab someone in the right place.
So, and a trach tube.
Yep.
So yeah.
Lube it up, shove it down.
Get it. So for my duty kit, I run this advanced IFAC. I think North American Rescue makes this one, and it's got everything, the compression, chest seals, and it does have the decompression needle, trach kit, so shears, all that kind of stuff. And then in my range bag, I carry this little kind of compressed version, and it's got compression, chest seal, tourniquet, and shears, and then just some little band-aids and stuff just in case you get a little cutter. But that stays in my range bag, so every time I go to the range, it's there, and my range bag's usually on the bench, so it's close. But he's got a pretty cool
I do. This one's kind of a free one for signing up for a certain insurance. But, I got this one set up to where, it comes with a little Velcro system. I just have it strapped to my headrest, so this goes on my headrest, and anytime, just rip it off. Shears, you mentioned shears. Shears are also very important. If, God forbid, we're treating a gunshot wound or anything. You fell, you got poked, whatever. But if you need those clothes off now for medical attention, you need them off now. It's hard to beat. So shears are, they're pretty important. But, obviously anything you carry, make sure you know how to use it. Yeah. So train.
I keep a pretty good, just general first aid one in my truck, and then in my range bag I've got a couple tourniquets and just odds and ends, but I know I'm not near enough prepared to either use it or have everything that I need. So that's something I'm looking forward to, is getting some training to do, have stuff on me, keep it around nearby and know to use it. We know a guy.
So one thing, we time ourselves, especially on the tourniquet, because that's one, it needs to get on there as quickly as possible. So we set a timer, and we have a certain time that we're trying to get to, and it also puts a little more realism in the training, because most of the tourniquet training that we've been to, it's just like CPR training. Nobody takes it serious. They do the fake, chest compressions and all that shit. And when it comes to the tourniquets, they're fiddle fucking around and trying to feed it through and all this other stuff. I'm like, dude, this guy just got hit in the femoral. He's bleeding out pretty fucking quick. You might want to speed your shit up. And they don't think about, how slick blood is, or even if it's if it's in freaking August and it's 185,000 degrees, I'm going to be sweaty as shit. And then all the other stuff. So you do need to.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I got to hang out with y'all while you did the TCCC course, and that was sweet. Yeah, get to watch and see, and that was fun. Just the most realistic scenario. As close as you can get, to really doing something, and all the crazy stuff from that. Yep, shooting a gun with the wrong mag in it, and.
It works.
It worked.
Again, though, if you're going to be going out to the range, training whatsoever in firearms, it's a negligent discharge, an accidental discharge. None of it's on purpose. So, if you don't got the stuff and you ain't got a plan, at least have a plan. Because, think of this. You go to a range, you got no med stuff, and God forbid something really bad happens, and do you even know where you're at? The address to call 911?
Yep.
Just having some sort of a plan. Because if not, you're wasting valuable time.
Yeah. And most ranges are not near a hospital.
No.
It's going to be a minute before
yeah.
anybody even gets to you.
Yeah. And too, we talk about ND, AD, but what if you're the most safest person out there? It's great. Well, what if you have an idiot in the next bay shooting steel? That shit ricochets over and something.
Which we have had happen.
We have had happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, and even in everyday life, like I got the big realization of it when I fell out of a deer stand in the middle of the woods on a random Thursday. I knew I was the only one out there for miles, and I was behind 2 locked gates, and I fell 15 feet and rolled down a hill the side of a mountain, and was like,
Damn.
I don't know if I can get up. I don't know how to tell anybody else where I'm at. And yeah,
rut row
for real. Yeah. When I finally got to my truck, started calling like 2 doctor friends that I know, and was like, I need to know if I'm going to die or if I can make it to a hospital. Like, tell me what I should be looking for.
Are you still breathing?
Well, I was like, I know how much like adrenaline can take over and can mask a lot of symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I was like, I know I'm hyped up on adrenaline. I just climbed out of this mountain.
Mm-hmm.
what is about to start hurting?
Yes. What's about to start? What should I expect? What can I look for before
Am I leaking?
driving? Yeah.
Not leaking? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing that a lot of people don't think, that whenever we think about medical stuff in relation to, firearms and all that kind of shit, most people are thinking about gunshot wounds, stab wounds, stuff like that. Well, car accident. You're at home, and I mean, we see this a lot in a rural community. Farmers get their arms trapped in augers and gears, things like that. I mean, a tourniquet can help with that too. So there are more aspects to the medical training other than just from a firearms training perspective. It could be something as simple as you're cooking dinner and the knife slips or whatever, and you got actually a dude that we know, he was cutting something open, and he knew better than to cut towards, but for some reason he did, and the blade just poked into his wrist, and the next thing he knew, blood was just, it was like, fuck. So, I mean, things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, accidents do happen. So,
And I mean, in reality, like having this stuff for yourself is good, but it's like you were saying, generally for somebody else, to either help somebody else or somebody else to help you, and knowing what you have and knowing
Well, like
the
your
capabilities.
plan might be, I train with this dude and he's a paramedic, so I don't need anything. Well, what if he goes down?
Yeah.
And you're the one that has to work on him.
Yeah.
So train's important to have that knowledge. Medical side is you ain't got to get too technical, but just know how to stop the bleed. So,
Yeah.
Saves lives.
saving lives.
Saving lives. Kissing babies.
And you can get that training at
Defense Specialist Training Team. We do medical training too.
We do medical training.
Team.com.
So here's a piece of gear that, I don't know, would you call this a piece of gear?
Yeah.
Tool.
Vital tool.
Yeah. So this is a shot timer. The one that we run is the SG Global shot timer. Mainly because some shot timers are confusing as shit.
Yeah.
This one is pretty freaking easy to figure
Dummy
out
proof?
and read. Huh?
Dummy proof?
It's damn near dummy proof. Yeah. But we've started using these, I would say real heavy over the last year or so.
Yeah,
year and a half.
Yeah.
And it is a great tool to give you exact data
Yep.
on whether it be that you're looking at your split time, which is time between your shots, whether it be I want to see how fast my one-shot presentation from holster is or anything like that. This gives you the exact data instead of guessing on, I think that was here. And it's just a fantastic tool, and we use them every single time we go to the range. We use them on dry fire drills. These are set up. The sensitivity on these, you can actually do dry fire drills with this one. But like we'll set up different par times, so you'll get a beep, and then you have X amount of time to perform whatever drill it is that you want to do, and you want to try to get it done by the time that beeps again. So we use them for everything when it comes to training.
Yeah.
Everything. And some, you can, I think there's a couple that are a little more inexpensive. I think it's called a Pro Timer. 2.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of good
Yeah.
timers out there.
that are not stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe $120 bucks, something like that. But and these have a little magnet thing that just pops on. But we love these things because they're so easy to use.
Yeah.
And they're nice and loud, and it's just super versatile. So,
Yeah.
but any shot timer, whenever you're going to the range to train or even doing stuff at home, dry, it is a valuable tool.
We talked about it before, speed and accuracy. You can judge accuracy, whatever your target looks like, but without that, you don't know speed, so how do you get better?
Yeah. And just how do you really see
The
that you're getting
progression.
better and
Yeah.
that you're worse or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, like, whenever we're training people, whether it be on the civilian side or in the law enforcement community, we have noticed a more rapid increase in their progression by using a shot timer. And because it's one thing whenever we're working with people, whenever it comes to shooting, it's one thing for us to tell somebody, hey, this is the extra input that you're putting into that gun. This is what you're doing here. But once they actually see it, like if we put in dummy rounds and they go bang, bang, click, and then they see what they're actually doing, it helps them understand better. Same thing with this, because if for example, the one-shot presentation from holster, we can set a timer, and we do this with a lot of people. We'll have them do it, and then we'll ask them, how long did that take you to do that? And most people are like, oh man, I did that like second and a half. We're like, yeah, it was 4.5 seconds.
Yeah.
We're like, no,
It'll
shit.
humble you,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But it humbles, but then it also gives you something to work towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like where like y'all do a bunch is like, all right, I'm gonna step on the gas on this and see how fast I can go and let the wheels fall off it, and then okay, I can do this with this accuracy and this fast. Now I can slow it down a little bit and improve accuracy, but still be, going quick.
We actually had a group yesterday, fairly new to the red dot, a bunch of cops, and at the beginning they were all being very, very cautious, and then at the end they had progressed, and we were only out there for a couple of hours with them, but on the very last run we were having to do what's called the build drill, 6 rounds as fast as you can. We told every single one of them, don't care about your accuracy, grip the shit out of the gun and shoot it as fast as you possibly can. And almost every single one of them, I mean, they shot fast, and they hit within the box.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two.
Oh, yeah.
Had a couple that were just outside, because our target zone was I think a 4x6. It wasn't very big, but they weren't comfortable doing it. But we're like, hey man, it's freaking K.
Yeah.
We want
Yes.
to see where you're at, and every single one of them were like, all right, and they did it, and they did really, really well.
Yeah.
So by them seeing that, because at the beginning they were being very cautious on their shots, and we'd tell them, hey, shoot faster, let's see what's happening. And they wanted that nice tight group. I'm like, yeah, cool, but we're not really learning anything. But they did really well. And the shot timer, because what we do it one at a time, and we did the build drill three or four times.
3. Yeah.
3 times. So the first one, we go through timing. Okay, here's your time. And every single one of them decreased their time by over a second.
Yeah.
So it's...
We had a lot that, like hit the acceptable target zone, and they had a really good group too. It's like, cool, like that tells me you can go faster.
Yeah.
Now go faster.
Yeah.
And then second run, they do it, still good group, and like, cool, man, like push until the wheels fall off. I want to see rounds.
We
out,
want you to like get it loose. Yeah.
Or I mean, because like how fast do you're never gonna know unless you freaking push it. And when's the time to push it? In training.
Yeah. So shot timers are a really good piece of equipment. To
Essential.
Yeah.
Essential.
Very much so.
Essential.
But what else we got?
Got a lot of clinger stuff.
Yeah.
Got my range bag. You got your range bag.
Range bags are good. Keep all of your
Getting a good one. Yeah.
Getting a good quality range bag.
Yeah.
Keep all of your equipment in. That way you're not Did I forget my ear pro? Ear pro is
It's always there.
very, very, very important.
And a backup.
Yeah.
Backup ear pro, batteries.
Yeah.
Like in my range bag, I keep batteries for my tack light, my optics, my ear pro, and those three things. And I make sure I've got batteries for my rifle light, my pistol light, which I run the aim point on my rifle and my pistol, but they take two different batteries, so I make sure that I've got batteries for both of those. But batteries are essential, and if you've got a shot timer that's not rechargeable, like that SG is rechargeable, and shit, that one charge lasted me almost a year.
I still haven't had a charge mine yet.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I've had it for-
it's impressive.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And we use them all the
time.
freaking time. But making sure that you got extra batteries for all of your equipment, because it's, especially in the cold like we are right now,
Yeah.
your batteries are going to run down
Yeah,
a lot
real quick.
faster.
Oh, we've seen people in competitions where I just lost my red dot. It's like, well,
Has anybody got a battery?
Well, they've literally had to switch. These are the guys that have like
Multiple.
20 different guns.
Yeah.
So they're like, just go to this gun. I was like, that's
Yeah.
cool. Like, but
Yeah, like you can do
Keep
that.
a battery.
Yeah.
But
And it just helps you, like, having a good range bag like that. Like, when it's like, oh, I'm going to the range, you don't have to
just grab your bag.
just grab your bag and go. Everything's there. You're ready. You're not having to go find everything or pull everything off a shelf and throw together.
Staples.
Staples and stapler.
Tape.
Yep.
Let's just put this up here.
Hell
for the world
yeah.
to see.
Klinger sells this, doesn't he?
Klinger does sell this.
Good little range bag.
And it's phenomenal. So keep all my bullets, mags, tape for our competitions, staplers. I keep little band-aids in here for when I start.
You're not paying some membership yet?
What are we doing?
Your new membership.
You're not getting a new membership?
He hasn't sent it to me.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I got to turn
tools.
Yeah. Tools.
Yes.
For the
Those
optic,
little bitty things.
re-zeroing, whatever, batteries. Let's talk about the chalk stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that grip enhancer.
Go into this big one.
That stuff is amazing.
I'll get this out of the way. But awesome bag.
KlingerHolsters.com.
KlingerHolster.com.
Use we've got a link that people can get a discount.
Yeah, we don't ever
Oh, really?
advertise it, so we never
Oh, I
get.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
On our website, you can go to defensespecialisttrainingteam.com, and at the bottom of our page is a discount link to Klinger holsters. You can get all the holsters that we carry, bags, stop boxes, all kinds of stuff.
So hot, sweaty days when your grip's really coming loose because it's hot outside. We're sweating a lot. Man, this stuff is awesome. This is what we love. Freaking on Amazon. It's very cheap and it lasts forever. But this is grip enhancer, chalkless. Although you put enough on there, you will see white powder. But a lot of people will use chalk out there. There's other stuff out there.
Their
There's
hands are just like paste.
Pasted in it.
Yeah. Which I actually really like that look.
Like, oh, that guy's legit.
When I put a lot of this stuff on there, and
Yeah.
the black tape that I have on my grip, it starts turning white. I just love that look. It's freaking awesome. But this stuff's it's freaking awesome. Caution about this is when it comes out, it's very clear. You don't realize how much
is
you're
in
putting in your hand. And then you go to rub your hands together, and you're like, "Oh crap, that was way too much." But this stuff lasts forever, dirt cheap, Amazon. But there's a lot of other stuff. But having some sort of
Like grippy
stuff,
Yeah.
man, it helps. And the great stuff another reason why I love this stuff is I keep one bottle in my range bag all the time, but I keep one bottle just with my rifle and my unit. Because, and patrol can do this too, is it takes 2 seconds to just kind of dump this on. You got a good grip on everything, not just pistol, rifle, but your handcuffs. If you have to grab someone, it's just, it increases, and you don't see it. It's not like your hands are going to be white.
Yeah.
So,
And that from the law enforcement, and I try to get my patrol dudes, hey, get some of this, put it on your hands, and if you, like he said, if you don't put a lot, you can't even see it.
Right.
So then one of the other problems, at least from a uniform perspective, and even if you don't want to get your clothes dirty, is if I transfer and now I've got all these white chalk marks all over my uniform, especially if I'm wearing a dark colored uniform, this stuff doesn't show up like that.
Unless you
And
put a whole bunch,
if you put
which
a
you
bunch.
don't need a whole bunch.
So
Yeah.
a buddy of ours had a really good idea. So he glued the big, because you've got a shaker side and then
And you
like
got
a
the
spoon
open.
side. So he glued the spoon side closed, so you can't accidentally, because we had a dude
Dump
that,
it out. Yeah.
yeah, he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Use it, whatever." And I turn around and I turn back around and he
Half
had
the
the
bottle.
big side open, and he's like, "There's nothing." And it's hard to see,
hard to
but
see,
he had
yeah.
a freaking
Yeah.
pile.
It looks like
who
really
else needs
clear
some?
salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, what I like is it doesn't, like when you go to wash it off or something, it's not like chalk takes forever to wash
Yeah.
off your hands and stuff. That stuff like comes off real
throw it
quick.
down.
Just throw it down.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Freaking love this stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well,
So,
That's
now,
a bunch of
stop
stuff.
box. The
Stop
stop box
box.
is pretty sweet. So Klinger sells these as well. The thing that we like about them is they are not electronic,
yeah.
All electronic.
and it's literally you've got like buttons, and it comes with, you can set up your own configuration, and you literally just grab it and open
Pull it open.
and
Yeah.
and they make a wall mount.
Yeah. And they're
One-
TSA compliant. I mean, you
Yeah.
can lock them and
Yep.
fly with them.
Yep, 100%. So, but yeah,
Cool little things.
good little gear
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
And what's the pro about it not being electronic?
Batteries don't
Batteries,
die.
they don't ever die.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, batteries do die, actually.
Well, yeah. So
Batteries-
this will
that-
never
that
die.
doesn't.
That will never die.
Batteries
Batteries
do.
die.
Batteries die.
Yeah. And it's just quicker. I mean, you literally,
it's quicker.
guys, you grab it, you're
Yep.
opening the
Yep.
box.
Yeah, because I think
It's done.
so you got the fingerprint one or biometric. You got
Yeah.
a biometric, and then you got the combo one deal. And I think the biometric, it's got a second or so delay.
Some.
Or something.
Yeah, it just depends.
What if you don't get
Seconds
your hand
count.
in there right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or even your fingerprint. Like, you know, when iPhones used to have the fingerprint
Yeah.
thing.
How
many
That
times?
never worked
Did you
Did you
right.
never do that?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I never did. Do you do the face ID?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you not?
Hell no. Huh?
No, you don't have to. You can turn it off.
I
You
just don't. No. Why would you?
punch the code? Every
It's
single
scanning
I
you
don't have a
anyways.
code.
What do you care?
time? Yeah.
What do you mean it's scanned? No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's probably.
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't even have a security code on. it.
If you,
That's good.
I mean, just open it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
surprised they don't have that security setting on like your email that you have to.
I would love you as an investigator. I got your phone.
And I don't understand the purpose of the security code unless you've got something to hide on your shit.
I just don't want everybody else going through my stuff.
Why would somebody else go through your phone?
Why do you want to go
Nosy
through people's
people.
phone?
Why would
Yeah.
you give your phone to somebody else?
That's what I'm saying.
I
What
lost
if
it.
you don't?
Why
Yeah.
would you lose your phone?
So I don't care about it that much.
No, I don't mean. I hate phones.
But have y'all seen the thing where like they take the LiDAR scanners and they show how much it's just actively scanning you all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like every time your phone wakes up, it scans the room that you're in and like your face and everything.
What?
100%.
Oh boy.
Yep. Welcome, China.
Oh boy.
But they've got it everywhere. I mean, it's
Yeah.
anywhere else too. It's
Yeah.
not like
It's
that's
probably
what-
in this microphone.
I mean,
It's probably
everything
right there.
and that camera and everything.
That's some bullshit.
It happens.
It does. Well,
So, bunch of gear, Klinger holsters. We love them.
they are working on some new stuff.
New stuff coming out.
Hopefully, we can
Yeah.
get Bo on here and.
These are new. The
Oh
Ear
yeah,
Pro.
even talk about
the
that
Ear Pro are
freaking Ear Pro is amazing.
this is great
Oh, so I've got
because I've always hated trying to like clip it somewhere. I mean, like
Oh, you
Yeah.
put it on your head.
Yeah, put it on your
that's
head.
okay for about 30 seconds. And
yes,
then it gets
or you try and clip it to your
uncomfortable.
arm or to your leg.
yeah.
And, yeah.
No.
And it
Just
falls.
pop
Pop
this
it
thing
off.
down, dink. And the
And
great
rest.
part is there's no springs that are going to wear out.
Yeah.
There's no magnets that you have to worry about, and I mean it literally. And it's got a nice hook to where when that Ear Pro goes on, if I bend over or anything like that, it's not going to fall off. I mean, we freaking love the shit out.
Yeah.
And then whenever we're not using it,
Just fold it right back up and it's done, out of the way.
low profile.
Yeah.
I think he calls it the Clean Ear Clip.
There you go.
It's on his website.
Yeah.
But super freaking handy deal. And you can use it for, like, we use rolls of tape.
Yep.
Whenever we're doing our competition. Pop that down, slap a roll of tape on there.
Oh, it stays on there, yeah?
Versatile.
Yeah.
Very versatile.
Holds a lot of things.
Yeah.
It'd probably even hold some snacks.
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe.
But so
that is another important thing to take.
Snacks.
I keep I keep meat sticks.
Yeah.
And a bag of nuts in my range bag.
I eat his.
Yeah.
He does eat my nuts.
Yeah.
He takes them straight out of my bag. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, I keep trying to get him to eat one of my meat sticks, but he won't do it.
Yeah.
I guess that's crossing the line. But yeah,
but that and
are
water.
Hydration
Hydration
is
is
a
a
huge
huge
thing.
thing.
Hydration's key.
Yeah.
Hydration is very
And taking a
important.
second to stop and actually drink it, not just take it all the way out
Especially
there.
in
and then
wintertime.
chugging it away.
Yeah.
You don't think
realize
about
how-
it.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and wear the same clothes that you are going to wear every day to train with.
But I won't look super tactical.
Well, that's cool.
Then be tactical in Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's how you're going to train, then wear that. But no, seriously, I mean, have everything set up the exact same. If you're running concealment, then wear the exact same clothes. If you're like I carry in the summertime with shorts, and I shoot a lot in shorts, and then same thing with pants. But
You
wear
mostly shoot in shorts even in wintertime.
it's more comfortable.
Yeah. Weird.
I know, but because that is one thing we've noticed too is that people they'll carry concealed all the time, and then when they go to the range for convenience, they'll tuck their shirt in or whatever to make it easier access. No, train
Train how you're going to
how
do it.
you're going to carry,
Yep.
and that's extremely important. But just my opinion.
Other than that, trial and error, this is stuff we like. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Get good gear, spend the money, get it, and then get training, do train, do a lot of training.
That's another good thing about Klinger holsters. They're not stupid expensive.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, they're really not.
$50, $60, something
Yeah.
like that.
And all the configurations that you can put it in,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to beat.
No, totally agree.
So,
So, cool.
train hard.
ya. And check out defensespecialisttrainingteam.com.
There you go.
And on the Facebooks.
Yep.
They should make that plural.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Call Zuckerberg up.
Yeah. Thanks.
Aye.